Russia announced fresh talks on the crisis unfolding in Afghanistan. Moscow, Washington, D.C., Beijing and Islamabad were all set to meet, but the U.S. has decided to skip it. Citing logistical reasons, the State Department has said that the country is not in a position to take part in the group. However, D.C. has shown keenness to participate in the future.
Will not participate in the Moscow talks. The Troika Plus has been an effective, constructive forum. We look forward to engaging in that forum going forward, but we're not in a position to take part this week.
Under the group named Troika Plus, officials from the Taliban, China, Pakistan and Russia are scheduled to be in attendance. Earlier in March, Moscow, Washington, D.C., Beijing and Islamabad had released a joint statement calling on the then Ashraf Ghani government to reach a peace deal with the Taliban. Since then, the United States and NATO have withdrawn their troops. Afghanistan has fallen under complete control of Taliban's rule, and the Ghani government has collapsed. So the political climate in Kabul has changed 360 degrees since March. Washington's decision not to participate in Troika talks comes at a time when foreign powers are still mulling over recognizing Taliban and calculating how to engage with the group. Anas Malik, thank you very much for staying with us. U.S. pulling out from talks, will it have any bearing on the talks in Moscow?
Well, what the last-minute U.S. pullout is kind of surprising for the Russian side, because these talks were announced 11 days in advance, and the Russian side was expecting in the Troika Plus talks to have the U.S. as well. This would have been the first such Troika Plus meeting, but the U.S. pulled out. Now, after the U.S. pulling out, this is a troika that has China, Pakistan and Russia. These three countries have three things in common when it comes to Afghanistan, but at the core of these issues or these commonalities is one issue of terrorism. Pakistan is impacted by it, Russia has vouched its concern, and so is China as well. We saw IS using an Uyghur bomber, and just 2 weeks back when they attacked that mosque in Kunduz in the north. Then that statement from Russian President Putin, where he voiced his concerns about IS's groupings in the north of the country, which was subsequently denied by the Taliban, and then the presence of the Tehrik-e-Taliban fighters, so that allegedly operate from Afghanistan. At least that's what Pakistan believes. Therefore, this issue of terrorism would be something at the core of it that would be discussed, alongside which the issue of humanitarian aid, the issue of women rights, girls going to school, that would also be discussed. But these three key stakeholders, when it comes to Afghanistan, converging, meeting in the absence of United States, that and then adopting a joint communique, that would definitely have a bearing on going forward on the meeting that happens tomorrow, because the last time these three met, in fact the four of them met that had United States in participation as well, was in Doha on the 11th of August, where they had outrightly denied, or rather denounced, a military takeover of Kabul. But that did happen. That statement did not stop the Taliban from taking over Kabul militarily. So in the backdrop of this joint statement that came on the 11th of August, this meeting that takes place today, it should be beginning by now in Moscow, it would have a lot of greater significance. Eric?
Live from Kabul, Afghanistan, thank you very much, Anas Malik.